Welcome to Football Tenable, the series in which we're looking for 10 different things from a football-related category. And today we're joined by Big Massive Eric. How are you doing, mate?
I'm excited for this. It's crunch time in the football season. I swear it's been a really good week.
Maybe not so much for Arsenal, but...
Not particularly, but I swear everything else I've watched is just an absolute banger. Besides the Europa League, those were decided last week.
But yeah, honestly, I kind of want Tottenham to win the Europa League, just for Ange. But I think United getting it is just kind of getting away with too much.
It's like the Liverpool-Tottenham Champions League final. I just want an infinite penalty shootout.
Yeah, that would be good as well.
Do you think they'll keep him if they win?
Yeah, because it's their first trophy, and then he can, do you know what I mean? If he does well, Champions League. If he wins it and they get rid of him, that's mental.
Yeah, I get you.
Let's go into your first category. And, well, it's kind of related. And what I'd like to name me are Europa League winning teams, excluding English and Spanish teams.
I will go for Atalanta.
Yep, that's tenable against Leverkusen.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
That is tenable versus the smallest team in Scotland.
Yeah, very lucky Aaron Ramsey decided not to turn up in a major final. Very rare instance. Then we have got an influx of Spain and England. But do we ever? Wow. Oh my goodness. Porto, 2011.
Yep, against Braga, your Portuguese final.
Next one, Shakhtar Donetsk, whose goalkeeper made a really bad mistake in that final. But the Brazilians saved the day. Then, gonna go for ZSP, Zenit St. Petersburg.
Yep.
Sounds like a B-Tech PSG. What year are we in? We're in a year where I can go with another Russian club, CSKA Moscow.
Yep, went against Sporting. So
Then
4 more to go.
Couple Sevillas. Ooh, did they win this or did they lose this? No, they lost that to Valencia. I was about to say Marseille, but Rafa Benitez won it with Valencia against them. So we go back. We are in UEFA Cup territory, so that's good. I'm going to say... Oh, we can go way back. Let's go with Napoli winning it in the Maradona days.
Yep, Napoli is tenable. Well done.
Yeah, I was going in order.
89.
Be a bit random.
Yeah, you've skipped. Yeah.
UEFA Cup. It was a pretty big competition back then because only the first place teams would go in Champions League. So like this year, for example, the UEFA Cup would have had like Arsenal, Liverpool, Bayern, Barca, Atletico. Like it'd be a really good competition if only the champions went in the Champions League. I feel like Stuttgart might have got their hands on one, but I have a feeling they might have lost in the final to like Napoli. And my knowledge on this competition before the 2000s is pretty dead. Did Lazio get their hands on one?
Lazio, they are not tenable now.
Nah, I must be thinking
They got a final. They got a final in 98.
Yeah.
But they lost it to somebody.
How about Parma?
Bit of ham. I believe they are tenable. Yeah, 2-time Europa League winners.
Nice. How many do I have left?
One more.
One more.
Oh, two more, sorry.
Yeah, it seemed like a bit.
Yeah.
Seemed like a little bit too many that I got. What's the big country I'm forgetting? France. I'm gonna try Monaco.
Monaco, bit of a French team.
Bit of a French team, but also a bit of a Monaco team. Depends on how you view their independence.
They are not tenable.
No.
I believe Marseille's the only team to ever get a European trophy in France.
Oh, of any kind. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. It's one life remaining, 2 to get. Might kick yourself a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I forgot about the Dortmund Feyenoord. Or was it Dortmund PSV? It must have been Feyenoord because Van Persie was in that. Let's go Feyenoord.
Yep, Feyenoord won it in 2002 and 1974
yeah, I knew I was
as well.
missing one from 2000s. Last one is going to be... This is a crucial one as well. One life left. One guess left. We're going to go for Anderlecht.
Oh, and it is tenable, 1983. Did win
Shout
it.
out Paul Van Himst, the greatest Belgian striker not named Romelu.
Yeah. Some of the ones you could have had, Gothenburg in Sweden.
I would never have gotten them.
Yeah, got on that answer. The Dutch teams, Ajax and PSV, have won it. Bayer Leverkusen's won it.
Yeah, I figured they
Schalke.
did, but I wasn't sure if they only ever won a DFB Pokal.
Galatasaray won it in 2000.
Oh, against
and
Arsenal. Yeah, that's such an obvious one.
Did all right. Oh, Inter Milan and Juve. The other two you missed. They won a few in the 90s. There
Fair
you
enough.
go.
Oh, they did with Ronaldo and like Zanetti and stuff. Yeah, this stuff is like knowledge I can write off when someone says it. It triggers a bell in the back of my head. What I want you to name me are the 10 record sales from Champions League finalists Inter Milan.
Interesting. We'll kick things off with Hakimi.
Hakimi, number 3, 68 million, surely euros. I don't know what that logo is.
Yeah, it'll be euros. Lukaku to Chelsea.
113 million. Yeah, that would be euros because pounds, he wasn't that much. Yeah. He is number 1.
What's his name? That goalkeeper.
Wow.
Onana.
Yes, okay. I thought you were about to say someone else because I was about to say every person here is like very well known. You shouldn't be what's his name in any of them. But he would be probably the lowest profile.
Yeah, but 50 mil still, whatever it was.
And he's in the European final, so he's laughing.
I don't know if it was a free or did they buy him, but he'd be worth a bit. Icardi.
Yeah, 50 mil.
I wasn't sure it worked because he went on loan,
generations here. You've got like 20s, 10s, 2000s.
2000s, really?
Like, it almost seems perfectly evened out between generations. If you look at his Wikipedia page, his goals and games is almost perfect. Like, the numbers are like so aesthetically pleasing.
He never won anything with them, did he?
No, not with Inter.
4-6 to go. Who else? Inter 2000s. Ibra to Barca.
Ibra, 69.5 million. And the Cameroonian striker, which is a lot of money and a lot of value.
He's kind of crazy, like, that transfer.
It's the OG swap deal.
Oh, how much would have Anzi paid for Eto off Inter? Because he would have been on massive wages, but I don't know if it was just a case of his contract ended and then...
Did they have a Makachalaka funds, or did they have a lot of money?
I think they spent a lot.
I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but great for content.
Yeah, I'll go Eto.
Eto is number 9, 27 million.
Yeah, he is a number 9.
Very good.
It's 27 to get to 9. 20... At 20 for 10. Ooh, I've got a bit of a rogue one. I'm going to try Shaqiri to Stoke from Inter.
No, he was signed for Bayern. He was on loan at Inter.
Because that's but they bought him Inter and then they sold him like quickly.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I thought that was a loan. Yeah, they sold him to Stoke City 14.5, so he'd probably be about 16 or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
He scored a hat-trick the other day when his team had 10 men.
That's what I mean. He's still doing well for Basel. Can't think of anything. Really, there's like nothing like obvious.
No, nothing glaringly like as obvious as the top couple.
Yeah, because he went to Saudi. Brozovic?
No, it's not Brozovic. No. I don't know if they got him on a free or they just paid less because he was about 33 or 34, but he's not on here. You've got 2 from the 2000s. 1 from early 10s, 1 from the mid 10s. Everyone's a very well-known player.
Well-known Inter player.
Just like well-known in in football world. You'd know they played for Inter. 3 went to the Premier League.
What about R9? How much did...
Yeah, he is the man from the 2000s. One of the men from the 2000s. 45 mil.
He was alright.
So you got 7, 8, and 10 left.
So they all come to the Prem at some point?
Yes. 2 directly, 1 via the club that signed him from Inter.
I don't think this is right. Maybe Maicon to City?
No Maicon. It's a good guess though. Someone else. That's all your lives, right?
Yeah, that's all of them gone.
Yeah. Someone else went to City. Same time, same time frame. Early oil money days.
Mario Balotelli.
Mario Balotelli, 29.5 mil in 8.
Why always me?
Number 7 is a player who currently plays for City. He was the one who went via a bigger club. Kovacic, 38 mil. Number 10 from the 2000s. Went to Chelsea. Went on loan to AC Milan.
Crespo,
26 mil. 1 mil less than Eto.
Fair enough. It's one of them that, yeah, I quite like the spread of that. Like, they're all...
Yeah, I noticed it was super even. Got the 20s, 10s.
I'm looking at the list now, and then it's like a massive drop-off of, like, everyone's about 20 to 15 mil.
You know, the record signing is Pavard and, like, Fratesi. They're, like, the same price for 31.5 mil.
That's what I mean.
That is obscene. And you think about it, that team is filled with players you couldn't cut it in the Prem, like Mickey... Like, we were okay, but, like, not set it alight, like Mickey and Darmian. They've done a masterclass of recruitment.
Really good. Right, then into your next category. And what I'd like to name me are Manchester City captains in the Premier League era. Some interesting ones here.
They've switched them about a bit since Company, so that's good. Would a lone player be considered club captain? Surely not. I don't even know who it is right now. We'll come back to it. I'll go Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker is tenable.
Surely they gave it to him, right? Ilkay Gundogan.
Gundogan is tenable.
I don't know if he's current or if it's just... No, I don't think he's the current one. Fernandinho,
tenable.
I don't think if he was the captain in lockdown season when they were in the Champions League final. He must have been. I can't really picture it being anyone else. De Bruyne was captain in the Champions League final, but obviously he stayed, so it wouldn't have been him. 2019 to 20, probably Fernandinho still. Ben Company.
Yeah,
A
Vincent
very long
Kompany's
time.
tenable.
Before that, was it Richard Dunn?
Richard Dunn is tenable.
Yeah, he was their player of the season a lot, so that makes sense.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
Nice. What we got? 2000s club captain as well as a big statement. Not just the on-field captain. Would he wore in the armband in the Prem? I'm just gonna try Paul Dickov.
Don't think he's tenable. Pretty sure.
No, I don't.
No,
too
sadly
many,
not. You know a couple for sure. In like,
Did Mark Vivian Foe, was he captain?
no, not him.
No, I think he might have been captain of Cameroon.
There's one post Company before Fernandinho, and then there's
Really?
one
2020
between Dunn and Company. There's two.
Someone, they must have left after the Champions League final. Aguero, I don't think Pep would have made him captain because he just barely played. They didn't really get rid of anyone else. You wouldn't just strip the captaincy like that. Did they? No. Is it Aguero?
It's not Sergio Aguero.
Figured, yeah.
And there's all your lives.
Who was it that year?
David Silva had it for the
Oh,
year.
that's, of course, in 2019 to 20, yeah. They didn't really win much, so... No,
Carlos
iconic
Tevez
photo.
was a Manchester City captain for the 10-11 season.
Oh, he was, yeah, when they won the FA Cup. They
Before
must have
that-
stripped it off him when he refused to warm up against Bayern.
Yeah, I think that would have been the case.
When they won the FA Cup. Oh, that's so obvious. I literally watched that game against Stoke so many times.
The one I didn't realise is Colo Torre, Manchester City captain.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Came from us. Very, very big signing for them at the time.
Sylvan Distan, another answer.
Oh, so close to saying him, but I was like, no, he would have been way
yeah.
too young when he was at Man City to be captain.
Stuart Pearce, could have said him. Yeah, there's some ones from the 90s, but yeah.
Very cool.
I think City fans will do well with that. Real ones anyway, not the ones since 2010.
All right. I want you to name me 10 players who have scored multiple goals in a Champions League or European Cup final.
We will kick things off with Diego Milito.
Diego Milito, 2 goals at the Bernabeu.
You've done it. Oh, he's got one. Messi,
No, he's never got a brace.
never. I thought maybe 2011 or something. And I'm doubting Cristiano, that's the problem, do you know what I mean?
There are a lot of big players.
Did he score 2? No, because it was a Origi after Salah. Who scored the goals then in 2011 for Barca? Messi got 1.
Pedro, David Villa.
Multiple goals, Champions League.
There are a lot of household names.
Yeah. I'll go for R9.
Oh,
Never won it, did he? Why am I going
Never won
R9?
the Champions League. I don't think he's ever even played in the final. There are a couple in the 2010s, 2 in the 2000s. Then if you go back, it's just Ballon d'Or winner after Ballon d'Or winner.
Before what year?
Oh, if you go like way back, like
Yeah.
the 80s and 70s and stuff, it's all the like best players from those eras.
I mean, for the amount of finals he's had, surely Cristiano scored 2 at some point.
He did against Juventus in 2016 with the noodle hair. But someone has done it since then. 1 goal a little more impressive than the other.
One goal more impressive than the other. Or Gareth Bale.
Gareth
against Liverpool.
Bale with the overhead kick and the slightly lucky 30-yard shot.
Scored for... I don't know if Gerrard scored 2 in 2005. I'm sure it's Alonso, Gerrard, and like Smicer. Yeah.
But there's one a couple years later between that final and the Milito final. Somebody got a brace.
Inzaghi
Inzaghi. Indeed.
against Liverpool.
One was a free kick that just smashed off him and went in. Then he rounded Pepe Reina, slaughtered him from a tight angle.
Yeah, it is interesting that like one's the better manager and one's the better player.
True. Inzaghi is in Serie B though. So he's just got something going on.
Ballon d'Or winners before 2000 then.
Say before 1990.
Marco van Basten.
Yeah. Brace against Steaua Bucharest.
Di Stefano.
Di Stefano. How many did he get against Eintracht Frankfurt? Just the 3.
Yeah, that'll do. Cruyff one year.
Ballon d'Or. Cruyff is correct. Race against Inter Milan. I think that was your derby. We're in the Champions League. Could have been you guys.
Yeah, Juventus bribed the ref, so it's alright.
That's not like Juventus. Match fixing. What?
Let's try... Oh, what about Kevin Keegan?
Kevin Keegan. It's not tenable.
Not tenable, fair enough. I would love it if I got that right.
You were missing Hernan Crespo in the Istanbul final. Ruud Gullit did it as well. Gerd Muller. Ferenc Puskás.
I was going to say Puskas, but I was
Bobby
like...
Charlton, when Manchester United won it. Altafini, player who Pele replaced in the 1958 World Cup. Then a couple lesser-known ones like Daniele Massaro and Uli Hoeneß.
Let's go into your last tenable category then. And just like the one that you gave me, I'm going to be giving you the most expensive Barcelona sales.
Oh, there's only one man in first place. Big profit they made. Neymar.
222 million. Yep.
You know what's an insane sale? Is Artur Melo.
Yep. For 80 million.
That is I had no idea they paid that much.
I think that was a bit, do you know what I mean?
There's Pjanic in the other direction, but...
Yeah, it was kind of
I thought it was like a swap and then maybe like 20, 30 mil, not 80.
No, but it was
what position is he on the list?
Number 2. That was top there.
Jeez,
FFP,
yeah.
I think.
What one of their prime players went somewhere? There's a few of them, to be fair, like Cesc and Pedro, and I think Atletico, and they had like a undisclosed fee for Louis. It's just not a team that really sells prime players. They must have sold some young talent, like a Thiago or something. I'm not going to guess him just yet. I bet even like a Nelson at right back. I bet even he could weasel in. But let's think of a recent sale, last couple of years. Oh, Alexis, maybe 40 mil or so.
Yep, Sanchez to Arsenal, 42 mil.
Who else do they sell in that kind of period? I tell they got pennies for, I wonder if Ped or Cesc. I think we had a buyback clause, but he couldn't have been cheap. Is Fabregas on there?
Yep, he is tenable. He's number 9, 33 mil.
9. I don't know if there's demand to sell Pedro. He wasn't getting a lot of minutes. I'm going to try. Is Pedro on there?
He is not tenable.
No,
Number 13, 27, just out.
Thiago, the Bayern.
He is also not tenable. He is
Wow.
18th, 25 mil.
Jeez, he was like one of the biggest signings that window.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players they sold for mid to high 20 mils then.
It was a really recent one. Season before this one.
Dembele.
Yep, Ousmane Dembele, 50 mil.
What's that, 5 of them I've got?
Yep, 5 so far.
I wonder if they sold Ibra for a good amount. Is Ibra, is he on there?
Your last life, he is not tenable. 24. 24 million.
That's a huge loss.
Crazy loss. I don't know why they did
Especially
that.
because he won the league on his loan to AC Milan, so you'd expect them to pay a lot.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. Even Ronaldinho at 28 was 24 mil to AC Milan. Do you know what I mean? When you think
I guess
that
he was kind of old and a little bit past it, and Pep didn't really fancy him, but
yeah.
I mean, Ibra was kind of the same, but he just had that insane longevity, to be fair.
The ones you were missing.
What? Wait, let me just
Ooh.
think maybe. Honestly, I can't even really picture. Hit me. What am I missing?
Bit of a traitor. Luis Figo, Real Madrid, 60 mil.
Okay.
Paulinho to the Chinese Super League.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
Malcolm to Zenit for 40. Jasper Cillessen.
Cillessen to Valencia?
Yeah, 35.
What?
Yeah, that is crazy. And then last one, I think you mentioned him, Nelson Semedo.
Nelson. I want you to name me the outfield 10 from the last time that Crystal Palace played in the FA Cup final. They lost 2-1 to Manchester United, and they're back in the FA Cup final.
What year was it? 2016.
16.
Yeah, Rapaggio. Dancing around.
Very Palace-y team.
Yeah. We'll kick it off with Wilfred Zaha.
Big Wilf at right wing. I think he almost scored the winning goal.
Outfield 10. Who else? Very Palacey. Bit of Ward right back.
Joel Ward at right back assisted the goal, which was scored by a substitute, so don't fall for that
Joel,
trap.
isn't it? Joel.
It is Joel.
Who else was in that team? I believe Van Gaal won it, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they fired him, I think, after.
I think it was the same day. Disgraceful.
Bit weird, that, yeah.
I mean, they were playing absolutely horrible football, but I respect the man.
Will Benteke be there yet? I don't think he would, because he'd still be at Liverpool with Brendan, right?
Good math. Yeah, he was. That was Klopp's first season, so he was Liverpool.
Oh, Klopp, yeah. And then they would have sold him for 30 odd somehow. I don't know how Palace paid 30 mil for Benteke.
At the time, he got like 15 goals for them in his first season.
James MacArthur.
James MacArthur in central midfield, playing in his second FA Cup final. Fortunately, less successful than the one with Wigan.
Crystal Palace midfielder. Oh, do you know what I was looking at for his career the other day? Yeah. Johan Cabaye.
Johan Cabaye, Alan Pardew's favourite, central attacking midfield.
Because, he was so, good.
Yeah, he was in the
underrated
French squad that summer, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean,
It's on the radar.
I feel like he should have been... he did go to PSG, but, he should have gone to a bigger team than, Palace.
Yeah, I know, that was such a strange one, when he kind of couldn't get a game at PSG, and Palace were the ones who took him in.
Crystal Palace. Is anyone still at the club? I think there would be now, would
No.
they? No.
Joel Ward is, but not anyone else.
Centre backs is what I'm trying to get.
2 classic Palace centre backs.
Too early for Cahill. Got Dan.
Scott Dan, that's the man.
Palace. Am I missing someone big?
One really obvious one for Palace. mid 2010s. You're missing their captain, who's in midfield. Pretty obvious. He's a very good player for them. I think he captained his country as well.
Yannick Bolasie.
Yannick Bolasie, left wing. I think he was the one who hit that near post volley. Almost went in this game.
Can't even think who's the other.
They had a striker who's not very... You know who it is, but he's not like... He lit it up at Palace. He should have had a goal in this game that they called back. They didn't let him have the advantage for a foul that when he was fouled. Kind of disgraceful. But he also played for Sunderland and Sheffield Wednesday. I don't know if that's just giving it away completely. But...
Conor Wickham, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, you know that.
It's the Wednesday.
I respect
the Wednesday,
that.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like that's hugely obvious.
He was linked to Derby, but he went to... I think he went Forest. He was at Forest Green, and then, yeah, we were looking at him.
Oh, recently, yeah.
He
was unreal for a couple years.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a funny career. Yeah, I just remember the Wednesday and Pallet, like, yeah. I can't even think of some people that would be reasonably there. Martin Kelly.
Martin Kelly was on the bench, but he's a classic Palace one. He only left a year or two ago.
That's what I mean. Just there forever.
I think he has the second shortest England career ever. Left back is probably the most forgettable player. He, I think, was really injury-ridden at Palace.
Bakary Sacco.
Oh, it's not him. He's not really a fullback. He's on the bench, unused sub.
Yeah. And just a random Palace player I can think of around that time. Glenn Murray.
No.
No.
He was at Bournemouth that year.
He would have been anyway, yeah, sure.
Centre back, you're missing. Damien Delaney.
Yeah, he's just so forgettable. Do you know what I mean?
Left back is Papa Suare, came from Lille. Had a good first season or two, but I think he was just hit with so many injuries, and they got Ben Holt, so he's kind of out of the team. Centre mid, captain on the day, Mile Jedinak.
Yeah. Maybe I should have got Jedinak. I kind of remember him more for Villa now, weirdly, because in the Championship, when he was trying to get them out.
Yeah, fair play. Big beard.
There we go.
Won a couple World Cups. That is everyone, so you got 7 of them.
Take that. I beat you over the Barca sales, so I think I do win the episode, which is a rarity.
Congratulations. Kind of gave you Conor Wickham on a platter, but I didn't think you'd have that Conor Wickham knowledge deep in the brain.
Yeah, so it's there. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. Make sure you drop a like if you did. Check out Eric, about to do a mutual teammates over on his channel, and we'll catch you all next time.